Former special counsel Jack Smith is under investigation at the behest of Republicans. The U.S. Office of Special Counsel, ostensibly an independent federal agency, said it's looking into Smith for alleged violations of the Hatch Act, a law that bars certain political activities by government officials. The president and his Republican allies allege that, quote, 2 federal investigations Smith led into then-candidate Trump for his role in the January 6th insurrection and his failure to return classified documents amounted to illegal activity. But they have not provided any evidence of wrongdoing. Meanwhile, the DOJ is under fire for relocating Jeffrey Epstein's accomplice, convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell, from a low-security prison in Florida to a minimum-security prison in Texas. The move has reignited calls for transparency related to the Epstein case, including from Democratic senators who had this to say on the Senate floor.
The American people are rightly asking now, what do they have to hide? Why are they concealing this information in the files of the Department of Justice?
What we do know is Maxwell has been moved, Epstein's partner in crime, to a minimum security prison without giving any good reason as to why a child sex trafficker deserves that additional comfort.
On behalf of every ordinary citizen across America, we are going to continue to press for the powerful and the rich to be accountable if they, in fact, participated in the abuse of young women, in the rape of young women. We want them brought to justice.
It's a fair question, fair request. Our next guest is also answering that call for transparency. He filed a Freedom of Information Act request asking the DOJ to turn over the Epstein files. Back with us is Norm Eisen, former special counsel and special assistant to President Obama and executive chair of the State Democracy Defenders Fund. Norm, I want to read this headline from the New York Times and get to you. Basically says, agency scrutinizes Jack Smith after Republican complaint. The type of prosecutorial decisions by Mr. Cotton, Mr. Trump, and others are different from the types of cases the OSC typically handles. The office traditionally investigates and addresses violations of federal rules about the civil service. And I want to lead with that because it is such a dichotomy of how they're trying to politicize the Department of Justice for what seems to be like a nothing burger for a man who signed up to do his job, Jack Smith, versus what they're actually asking for the number 2 at the DOJ to go and have conversations with Maxwell.
Yeah, what we have, Maria Teresa, is a bizarro world from Superman comics or the Upside Down from Stranger Things. It's a reverse of how our democracy and our rule of law is supposed to work. On the one hand, you have Jack Smith, who was legally appointed to investigate very serious wrongdoing by a former president, maintaining classified documents and the involvement, if any, in the January 6th insurrection. He was doing his job.
Legitimate concerns.
Right, yeah.
That he,
Correct.
He was just doing his job.
That he was brought in to do. He didn't ask for it.
Yes. And I'm sure he regrets
every day.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we now going to say that every special counsel investigation is political? Of course not. I was in charge of these Hatch Act issues when I was special counsel and special assistant to President Obama. It's for the kind of violations that, by the way, we saw a lot in Trump 1, where you had Trump officials going up Kellyanne Conway, making overtly political statements in the White House. That's what the Hatch Act is there for, not people doing their jobs. Then, split screen, you have Donald Trump's former defense lawyer, Todd Blanche, now the number 2 at DOJ, going and talking to Ghislaine Maxwell.
For 2 days in Tallahassee.
I told the Post, I never would have allowed that. It's a violation in my view. It implicates multiple rules. You're not supposed to be doing stuff for your former clients when you get into government. Why? because the American people can't be confident that you're acting in the public interest and not in your former client Donald Trump's interest. It's called appearance of conflict.
Right.
So and then lo and behold, convicted sex trafficker who this very Department of Justice, when they prosecutors said she's a liar, she can't be trusted, she gets moved to a much more comfortable situation of incarceration. This is all wrong.
So, Norm, I want to ask this because this is the part that confuses me, right? Ghislaine Maxwell's been moved to this sort of like club fed. She's in the same place with like one of the Real Housewives who's there. The Theranos scam artist. It's like Arkham Asylum for like female villains, right? Like this is why she's there. And I'm wondering, what's the purpose of that? Like, is it a reward to put her in a different kind of prison? I mean, she's going to be hanging out with Poison Ivy. Like, I don't understand the purpose of that other than just more of this sort of malfeasance on the part of this administration.
There's definitely a superhero theme
Just happening
to this block.
You're sitting next to the right guy.
She is a super villain. And the superpowers that are at stake here?
Yes.
The Department of Justice, which has the ability, together with the president's clemency powers, there's been talk, he hasn't ruled it out, of a pardon. This is a woman who engaged in sex trafficking. We're talking about facilitating child rape here.
Right.
She not only facilitated, she participated in, according to, for example, Virginia Roberts.
She recruited them, many of them.
Yeah.
And she recruited them. So for her to be getting any special treatment from the administration, and it's all against the backdrop, at this point we've done 7 FOIA requests. We're getting ready to go to court if we don't get the materials that we are seeking. It's against the backdrop of the hidden Trump Epstein files. We know they exist, according to the press. Why won't they produce what's in the Trump Epstein contacts? That's where they should be focusing. And it raises the question, are they giving Ghislaine Maxwell favorable treatment as part of the cover-up?
There's a lot of questions. And one of the questions that I have, I'm going to play this sound for you, with Todd Blanchard in 2024 saying he considers Maxwell's attorney a friend. Listen to this, guys.
I know a lot of people that have worked with you. I know a lot of people who know you very well. I now consider you a friend and someone who I know pretty well. You are by far the best out there, and I'll always say yes to this podcast.
You're an ethics person. It seems a little confusing that this man is calling her lawyer his bestest friend in the whole wide world and then spending 2 days with her by himself, seemingly, in Tallahassee. That would seem to raise some eyebrows.
The eyebrows have raised.
Popped off the head.
Yeah. This is the Rock level eyebrow thing. Yeah.
Here is the thing that this administration has done. They have flooded the zone with this kind of autocratic, authoritarian, dictatorial behavior. Donald Trump said he wanted to be a dictator on day one, and he hasn't stopped. But the good news is, and these FOIA requests that we've done at Democracy Defenders Fund are part of more than 100 legal matters, there has been pushback. I call it rule of law, shock and awe. And you want to know what the score is? Look at what the American people say, their opinion of Donald Trump. 37% approval. Yeah. People don't like it.
Norm,
his base doesn't like this.
Exactly.
They don't like this cover-up.
Exactly. Norm, we're going to be very, very busy in the months ahead. So thank you for joining us.